Today's quick tip is about dealing with a reactive dog in certain situations. Now, a reactive dog doesn't necessarily have to mean a dog that is very aggressive and wants to fight with another dog. Reaction could be a dog that wants to engage or interact or is triggered by a number of things. It could be a vacuum, a broom, a bicycle riding by, a car, a knock at your door, another dog, another person. There are so many different scenarios that can cause a dog to react or be triggered, and that is what we're going to address here. The first thing you should do is create distance and space. Space is your friend here. So let's say, for example, your dog gets triggered by another dog when you're out on a walk. Be as far away as possible and get your dog's attention. Get them to engage and look at you. The further away you are, the better chance you have to have your dog be calm and settled. Now you can pair this with obedience training and with praise and reward with treats. So when you see the dog off in the distance, before your dog reacts, before they acknowledge it, before they actually get triggered by it, call your dog to you, start walking backwards, get them to look at you, focus on you, and treat and praise and reward that behavior. Eventually, over time, in any scenario, your dog will start realizing whatever that triggered event is or that triggered object is. They will start to pair that, and their emotional response will change. Well, they will start looking at you because they know they're going to get praised, treated, and rewarded by giving you their undivided attention. The same thing happens, for example, with a vacuum. Start far away from the vacuum. If you're in your house, have them across the room on the other side of the room as far as possible, even in another room where they could see, hear, and know the vacuum's there. And again, get their attention on you before you turn the vacuum on. Then turn it on for a little bit. And again, work with obedience, work with them looking at you, focusing it on you, pairing it with treats and reward, so they actually associate it with a positive experience and not something where they want to either attack and fight the dog, attack the vacuum, a broom, whatever it is. Over time, you can start working on closing that distance, but do that very slowly and pay attention to your dog's response and their mannerisms. When you eventually introduce another dog, make sure it's a neutral dog, a dog that you know personally, that's going to be calm, going to be settled, and just will be non-reactive. So it gives your dog a better chance to start associating other dogs with a positive experience. Over time, you can work on this in different scenarios. Start in your house, in a room that they're comfortable with, they're familiar with. And for example, again, if we're dealing with a doorbell ringing, a vacuum, a broom, certain toys, then you can start moving it to the outside of your house, on your front lawn, in your neighborhood. Over time, you could expand that reach and go to local parks, town shopping centers, malls, pet-friendly stores. And again, work with space, keep that distance. Distance is your friend. And over time, close that distance and make it a positive experience for your dog so they become distraction-proof and ignore everything around them, and you become the center of their world.